set, go.
10-10, 11-11, and for Valle, now the goal is 12-12. The Warriors have won more football championships than anyone in Missouri State high school history. So is there ever any other goal than the title?
Nope. How many can you get in a row?
That's senior wide receiver, defensive back Trevor Klump, as we take you inside the Valle Catholic football camp. Klump says it's never a problem to stay hungry.
No way. There's no sir.
No?
It's not get boring at all. You always want more. I mean, winning's so much fun. You can't settle for less than winning. You know, losing hurts so bad. You always got to win. I mean, but the pain of losing is pretty tough. I mean, we've had one loss the last 3 years, and I think that loss has helped us a ton. You know, we experienced that loss, and we don't want to experience it again.
Coach Judd Nager and the coaching staff don't talk about titles. They do their best to keep the focus day to day.
In the last 3-4 years, you know, that at no point has ever come up in our conversations with the kids as a staff. We don't ever think about those things, you know. Our only goal is to make sure that we're getting better week in and week out, making sure that we're, you know, prepared as well as we can be prepared for every single challenge, you know, that we got ahead of us. And, you know, if we do that, we consider the season a success.
Every year, the Warriors adopt a slogan that helps them keep their focus. As lineman Dylan Wolk explains, this year, the players have a vision.
It's visions, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to look forward as get better as a team and not just look towards the state title. I mean, we want it, but we need to get closer as a team before we can get there. So it's always looking forward, live day by day.
With only 3 or 4 starters back on both sides of the ball, the Warriors will have to replace much of the firepower from a year ago. But Coach Nager likes the talent, even if much of it is inexperienced.
Oh, you know, we got some really good speed. You know, we've got some really good skill kids back. You know, obviously our backs, our linebackers are really, really good, we think.
Quarterback Michael Weiner accounted for 53 total touchdowns last year, 32 by air, 31 by land, which put him among the best in state history. But he's been lost to graduation. In fact, Valle lost 5 Dream Teamers to graduation. But one returns in Trevor Klump. Klump says just because someone wasn't a starter last year doesn't mean that they won't be productive this year.
We have not very many seniors this year, so we'll be pretty young. But, you know, I'm hoping we got the Jamboree coming up, so we'll get some scrimmages, get some experience in. And the guys that are coming up, they're young, like I said, but they had experience last year when we were heading games. They got in the second quarter or second half, and even in state, a bunch of people got in state. So hopefully that helps us out.
The Warriors will go on the road to start the season at New High School, Father Tolton in Columbia. But the whole city of St. Genevieve will be looking forward to Week 2 when the Warriors clash with the crosstown rival Dragons. Dylan Wolk explains how big that game is.
It's just something we live together, and we're friends until that week comes down that you practice before the game. You're our worst enemies. You just cannot stand the other guy. You just want to beat it so you have bragging rights in the town. But after that, you're friends again.
In years past, Valle has developed versatility as the season progressed. Coach Judd Nager says that's all part of the design.
You know, we've been, you know, blessed with kids who were really, really smart. You know, they were able to make adjustments within the game. They were able to move from one spot to the other. You know, we haven't really had wonderful depth, you know, to the point to where we can just move in the next kid at that spot. Mm-hmm. Usually one kid's got to move there, one kid's got to move there, one kid's got to move there, and it, you know, really turns into like a domino effect. And I think if you don't have those things planned out, you know, before the season and before each game, you know, what you're going to do to make sure that your best 11 kids are on the field and not necessarily the kid who is 2 at this, you know, certain spot. So, you know, the kids have to understand our offensive concepts, defensive concepts, so they can, you know, be able to move in and out of spots.
Wolk says the talent of this team will once again give them multiple dimensions.
I think we'll be able to do whatever we want. I think we'll have a good enough of a line to be able to run the ball as much, but we have just as good skill people to go pass the ball and catch it.
Follow the Valle Warriors' pursuit of state championship number 12 every week on the End Zone program on regional radio and online at mimoinfo.com. I'm Chad Speaker for Regional Radio Sports.